Good evening. You're watching the Hard Facts with me, Poonam Burde. Angel Chakma, a long life from India's northeast, was tragically cut short after an incident of racial abuse turned violent. An MBA student from Tripura, he died from stab injuries 15 days after the altercation in Dehradun. CNN News18 accessed CCTV footage that shows Angel and his brother standing near a shop where at least 6 accused approached them, allegedly hurled racial abuses before physically attacking them. So far, 5 people have been arrested. The prime accused, though, remains at large. Reportedly a Nepali national, he is still absconding. A PIL has now been filed in the Supreme Court seeking recognition of racial violence against citizens of the Northeast as a hate crime and the formation of special police units, nodal agencies and interim guidelines until a law like this is enacted. Uttarakhand Chief Minister Pushkar Singh Dhami spoke with the victim's father and assured all possible assistance. Angel's father also spoke with CNN News18 and said that he is hopeful for justice, that no father should go through what he went through. Meanwhile, the central government is also keeping a close watch. Union Minorities Affairs Minister spoke with us and condemned the incident, calling this kind of racism, this kind of mindset against citizens of the Northeast as a societal disease.
Union Minister Kiran Rijiju, as a father, as a guardian, as somebody who comes from Northeast, does this incident shake you to the core about how safe our countrymen from that part of the country are?
It is extremely tragic incident. I'm deeply hurt. But this is not an isolated incident. Moreover, it is not confined to Northeast alone. In different parts of our country, why should we attack each other? North Indians should feel safe in South India. The Central Indians should feel safe in Northeast. Northeast people should feel safe in any part of the country. After all, this is one country. So this is not merely a law and order situation or merely an incident. This is related to mentality and lack of awareness. Because we have seen this kind of racial slur or abusing on the basis of somebody's religion or background, like different regions or different caste, creed. These are matters which we have to come together. It's not a isolated incident, or it is not to be treated as a matter only for Northeast. It is a matter which every Indian should feel deeply concerned, because after all, the mentality of the society, why you try to look down upon somebody from another region or another background, religious group like that. So I feel that in Delhi it's better now. When we were students and earlier, around 20 years before.
When you came to Delhi University from Arunachal Pradesh.
Not only that, before that, Northeast students studying in medical college, engineering colleges, and also in Delhi, there were so many incidents. But now it has come down because Delhi police has come out with a special unit, special police unit for Northeast. So the Northeastern people are easily accessible to police complaints. They can go to the police station and lodge any complaint, or if they want some help, they can immediately get the help. But this is not available in all the metropolitan cities of our country. So the Delhi model can be replicated, can be practiced by the other state police.
So here's what happened, and this is not a recent incident, mind you. This has happened at least 20 odd days ago. The two brothers, Angel and Michael Chakma, were buying vegetables. They were in a sabzi mandi, in a market in Uttarakhand, in Dehradun, when these locals allegedly entered that particular market and tried to corner them. There were racial slurs that were hurled at Angel's brother, something that he tried to fight. Michael Chakma was at the receiving end of many of these slurs that we often hear being used against people of the Northeast. Both the brothers then objected to these racial remarks, and one of them, Angel Chakma, then tried to get into a physical altercation as the conversation only got heated from that point. They were both attacked then with knives and a kada. Unfortunately, one of them succumbed to injuries. Angel Chakma, 17 days later, succumbed to those injuries. Even now, out of those 6 accused, one is still at large. we have accessed details of who this individual is. In fact, CNN News 18 has now accessed the image of what this sixth accused and the prime accused, the man who instigated this entire incident, this is what he looks like. This is the sixth accused that the police of Dehradun, that the police of Uttarakhand are unable to trace just yet. Yagiraj Avasthi is his name. He's a national of Nepal is what we're given to understand. He's currently at large. His whereabouts are not known. Many believe that he perhaps has returned to his home country. We don't know just yet whether he's crossed state lines, whether he's crossed country lines. All of that is still under investigation. In fact, my colleague Smriti now joins us. She's in Dehradun. She's at that very spot where this brutal attack took place, which eventually, unfortunately, led to the death of Angel Chakma. Smriti, we have the details of who this main accused is, the sixth accused. He's still at large. What is the latest as far as the investigations go? Are there any leads for the police to know where he's at?
Well, currently we are at that very same spot where the actual incident took place and where both Michael and his brother Angel were attacked. When we spoke to the people, when we spoke to those friends of Angel, who went out there to lodge the FIR, they said us that the police completely denied to lodge any sort of FIR on that very same day when the incident happened. After 3 days, when all of these friends actually reached out to a retired IPS officer, that is when the IPS officer reached out to the SSP and then the FIR was lodged. However, if you note the sections that that have been mentioned in the FIR, all these sections are actually bailable, and none of these sections are actually in consideration to the incident that happened on that day. For example, section 1172 of BNS is actually missing, which amounts to serious injuries and grievous hurt. However, that is missing in the FIR. Now, talking about the sixth accused, Yagiraj Avasthi, who is currently absconding. That person is actually in Nepal currently, and the police has formed the team to find out about that person to make sure that the sixth accused is arrested. However, when we spoke to the friends, they said that it is already quite late. The police had a lot of time with them from 9th to 12th, 3 days after when the FIR was lodged, and then after that around 15 days, more than 15 days, police had all the time to investigate, to form the team and to look out for the sixth accused. However, this time was utilized by the sixth accused to run away, to go to Nepal, and then now there are also sources telling us that the person might be missing from Nepal as well.
So it'll be interesting to see where that trail really leads to him and how long it takes for agencies to actually track him down. For the moment though, Smriti, thank you so much for getting us the latest on the investigation.